Hey guys, it is Jess. Welcome back to the channel. So today I am doing a build which is a part of a big group collab that I am doing. I've already done a build for this collab already. We're basically redoing the entire Sims 4 worlds, and there's a big group of us and we're all doing it together. And every world has a theme. So the theme for this world, which is Oasis Springs, is Wild West. So I had to build a Wild West home. And look, probably my most challenging home. I wasn't really sure exactly what to do for that. So I looked up some pictures and stuff, and I kind of decided that there are a few must-haves for this house. It had to have like that kind of square roof, I suppose, that I've done there. It had to have a front porch, and actually they're the only two things. Oh no, wait, sorry. It had to have wooden exterior walls, and it had to be older styled. I knew there was more than two things it had to be. So yeah, I didn't really know exactly what a Wild West house would be like. Before we did this particular build, we did what world did we do? Now I can't even remember. I think it was Newcrest. Or it could have been always Willow Creek. That's really bad, I can't remember. But we've already done one of the worlds, and that theme was Greek or Roman. And that was actually really cool because you could look up a lot about Greek and Roman homes. Whereas this Wild West one, I think it was more based on like cowboy movies and stuff, which I don't particularly watch. Okay, I've never seen one before. But I still really love doing it, and I think it's a great idea, and I love just... yeah, going really out of the comfort zone and trying to build something totally different. So if this is not Wild West, I apologize. I did my best. I just wasn't exactly sure what to do, I suppose. But I really like the way that it turned out, and I think that it really suits the Oasis Springs landscape and everything. Like, I do think at the very least it looks deserty. And when I was thinking of Wild West, I'm thinking like a little square home, someone is sitting on the front porch, and a tumbleweed goes by. I think that's Wild West, but maybe it's not. Maybe it's not. And once again, like when you Google Wild West homes, it didn't really come up with anything. It came up with a few pictures, and I did my best to kind of base it off those pictures. But a lot of the times when you like Google a certain type of home, it has like maybe like some requirements or things that make that particular home what it is, if that makes sense. But, you know, I like how it turned out, and I also forgot to mention this is completely base game. So I don't know, I'm really into the base game building at the moment. I'm doing my own starter save. It's going to be base game. So I was on a base game little mood, and for that I just decided, you know what, base game all the way. I do have a second build to do for this collab because of the amount of like lots there are in the worlds and the amount of people there are doing the challenge. There was definitely room or like allowances for people to do more than one type of build if they wanted to. So I'm also going to be building a general store. That one I'm going to have a little bit more information because I could find articles on general stores and everything. So that one I'm going to be talking a little bit more about like what a general store is and all that kind of stuff. But I just don't have that for this particular speed build. But that's okay, we can talk about other stuff. So at the moment I'm doing the landscaping. I really struggle with doing landscaping in Oasis Springs or like desert landscaping. Number one, I think that most of the speed builds that I watch and the speed builds I do are more like suburban or like flowery kind of landscaping, whereas in Oasis Springs it's desert. And I have never really been to the desert. Actually, that's sort of a lie. I have been to the desert. In Australia, there's desert like in the middle, but I've actually never been to the Australian desert. I've been to like the outback, I think. Yeah, I've been to what you could consider like the outback, but not like the real desert, which is in the middle and more like up to the north of Australia. I live down like more the south, never eat soggy Weet-Bix, southeasterly side of Australia. So I've never really been to the desert. I have been to Arizona. We actually did a road trip around Arizona when I was younger, but we didn't go to any sort of like suburban areas, I don't think. Not that I can remember anyway. Walked in. So anyway, yeah, I haven't ever really been to like the suburban desert. I have done a road trip of Arizona and been on all like the kind of back roads and stuff, which actually was incredibly creepy, like the Hills Have Eyes kind of vibes. Some of the places were just very deserted, and then all of a sudden there'd be just like a random like caravan, and you're like, I don't want to know who lives there. So yeah, I've never been to like suburban desert, and I haven't watched a lot of speed builds that build in Oasis Springs. So actually it's something I definitely need to do. And I suppose that I could like Google desert homes, but the problem is I don't think that Googling real life homes help a lot with landscaping, because real life landscaping is not particularly pretty, I don't think. Well, at least if you looked at the homes where I live, it's not like pretty landscaping like we do in The Sims. So I just don't really feel like that helps a lot. So if you have like a good recommendation for like a desert home that has like some really nice landscaping where I can get some ideas from, comment that one down below. So yeah, we're doing the kitchen now, obviously, but I was kind of debating between doing like, if I wanted to have it kind of like no electricity, but I'm pretty sure I end up putting like a TV in and the fridge and the stove and everything. But it is still like a small home, and I don't really know exactly who would live here. I can't remember what I did in the bedrooms, but that's really bad. I honestly don't remember how many bedrooms. I think I did a kid's room and a like adult's room, so I'm imagining it would be kind of like maybe like a single mom or like parents and a kid, but it's definitely like an older styled home, and it's full of wood, like heaps and heaps of like the industrial wooden kind of furniture. The base game does really well with like the industrial and wood furniture, I think. So it was really easy to do base game for this, because I feel like even if I didn't do base game only, most of it would have been base game. So yeah, I do like how it turned out. I think that it is different, and I'd probably play in this. I feel like it's a pretty practical home to play in. Like, it has everything that you need, and it's all one story, all easily accessible. And yeah, as I said, I can't remember how many bedrooms it has. I'm sure it has 2. But I also liked what I did here with the little chess table, because I was debating, I was like, you know, I could put a dining table there, I could put like an office space there, and I was like, you know what, let's just put a chess table there and make it a little bit different. So I just put the chess table like on the angle to take up a little bit more space. Oh, I moved it. Okay, take that back. I thought I kept it on the angle, but apparently I didn't. But yeah, I just put the chess table there as something a little bit different, because usually I'd do an office there, and I was like, you know what, branch out a little bit, go on the wild side. So that's what I did there as well. Also, I forgot to mention this at the start, but I will link down below like all of the people in this collab, so you can check out their videos. There'll be a playlist, I think, that I will link, and that playlist is going to get updated. The playlist, said that really fast. That playlist will be updated fairly regularly, so make sure you keep checking back so that you can see people's videos. Also check out Twitter. I usually get tagged in those particular videos. We're called the Plumbuilders, so we usually get like tag each other. So, you know, even if you just follow me on Twitter, make sure you check out the other people's builds in this collab. So let's just get back to the build, because I forgot to say that at the start. I've been doing a lot of recording today, so I think I start to get like a little bit more jumbled than what I usually do. And I can tell now there are definitely 2 bedrooms in this house. I feel like an older couple could actually live in this house as well. Maybe they have like their grandchild come over every now and then. But yeah, I don't know, I was really happy with how the base game furniture went in this house, because it had everything that I needed. And I furnished this bedroom here, and then it wasn't until I'd fully furnished it and started doing the next bedroom that I realized I'm pretty sure the next bedroom is a little bit bigger, but I'd already furnished this bedroom and I was like, eh. Oh wait, it's not even, yes, it is bigger. I made it bigger, that's why. Yeah, so I ended up making that bedroom bigger, and then after a little bit I was like, wait a second, that doesn't make any sense. So I can't remember if I made that second bedroom a kid's bedroom or not. I built this a while ago, and I usually do my voiceover really close to when the house is built, because then like I remember what I'm building. So it's really hard to talk about the build when I keep contradicting myself because I just can't remember. So maybe I made this a kid's, what did I do? I'm actually excited to see what I did. Oh, that's it. I made it like 2 kids' bedroom. Yes, I remember now. I made it bigger and then put 2 kids in there, and I had to make it bigger because otherwise the like the chest of drawers wouldn't fit in there. And the thing is though, I like never use chests of drawers for anything other than like decoration. I always use a mirror if I want to change a Sim's appearance in any way. I never like go to the chest of drawers and do it. So I mean, I probably could have done the whole house without drawers, but that looks weird. And even though it's The Sims and you don't really want it to be realistic, you do at the same time. So yeah, there we go. We could have 2 kids and then like parents or however you want for this particular build. So we're nearing the end. We just have like this and the bathroom, and then we go into the landscaping outside. One thing I really liked about this lot was I thought it had like a really cool view. Like it had a really nice view of like the kind of the mountains and the rocks and stuff. So when I did it, I kind of tried to, I took some screenshots of like the view as well, because I wanted it to kind of look very mountainous and stuff. So I kind of did the backyard in a way that if you were sitting in the backyard, you could look at like the big view and everything. So you'll see all that in the screenshots, and obviously when we do the garden, which is coming up very, very soon. But I am going to go now and leave you with some music. So thank you so much for watching, guys. I really hope that you enjoyed this. And yeah, don't forget to comment any desert builds below if you reckon that they would help me. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, guys. Hope to catch you all in another video. Bye!